I don't see how so many people don't believe the things that I'm experiencing when I see all these things happening, uh, these specials on TV, and so many people that believe in the supernatural, and they're trying to find stuff like EVP. I mean, I have so much beyond EVP, so many recordings that I have played for people close to me. I don't want to name names. There are there is a family member who I've played a recording for that is from the thin air, and I was commented on as an accusation. In other words, I played something, and clearly there was speaking, and very clearly, and I was told or asked, "How do I know you didn't make that?" And a couple of police officers as well played similar recordings for, and same thing. How do I know you didn't make that? It's very interesting how much data I have, and still, people want to label me as crazy, and I have so much. So I play things, for people in general without their knowing, that I did record from the thin air with nobody present. Impossible. Absolutely impossible for these recordings to be actual people present, and people hear it. And I don't say anything. Sometimes I do, and sometimes people just don't want to have anything to do with it, regardless of there being victims who need people to believe me. I seek justice in crowd. I don't know how much I'm going to have to do to get the truth surfaced, and I really know that some of you who are listening to this do know the truth, and you do know that I am correct. There just happens to be involvement, and I'm not accusing anybody, but because these perpetrators, and I know names, have raised their abilities to the level of pushing pain into me, into my head and my shoulders, my eyes, and they're using human voodoo dolls, and it's very, very powerful, and very effective, and very, very, very real. And people should want to know. They should want to help me prove it, so they could know how real it is, so they don't ever fall victim, or a loved one doesn't ever have to fall victim. People are depriving themselves of knowing what they should want to know, and law enforcement, as far as the police officers and some local politicians that I've written to, are all depriving themselves of catching more criminals, bringing them to justice, and even saving the many, many missing persons that I could help them find if they would just give the benefit of the doubt to what I can prove to the victims. And it wouldn't take long. But people want to label me when they have not even taken the time to prove me wrong. It's interesting, and therefore I really do believe that there are many people who are I can't go there, but I'm about to protest, and anybody that I know that when I put out the invitation for this protest, and anybody I ask that doesn't agree to help me with this protest, so I can at least get over it and move on with my life, can go fuck themselves. I mean, relatives who are labeling me crazy could take a day and address the people that I believe are holding victims captive. It would be very, very easy for them to just approach people with me present, with some law enforcement personnel present. That would be great. And it would only take minutes, where they could just say, hey, he's been dealing with this for a really long time. He sees a psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist just wants to push meds on him. And meds don't help, and it would only take you one moment, and he would be free. You could change his life, and he'll never bother you again. He'll never bother anyone again. He'll never bring it up again. And he could really just move on to a better life. And it's interesting that every family member refuses to do this one little simple thing. Meanwhile, they're taking trips, they're doing this, they're doing that, but then they have excuses to take the time to have lunch, and bam, they could change my life, and I would not have to stay like this. So, it's really fucking, well, I don't know, but either you get it, or you're just not cool at all. And I seek justice, and I will have justice, and the truth will prevail.